No, I'm not playing Binding of Isaac. Hmm. I don't know why it keeps posting Isaac. I'm not playing Isaac. Let's check here. It's not Binding of Isaac. Dang. I mean, that's annoying for people that want to see Utawarerumono. It's not Binding of Isaac. It's Utawarerumono. Okay, let's see if that's set up right now. staple diet plant similar in appearance to a chestnut. It exhibits healthy growth and results in a bountiful harvest. This is the amam. Even in impoverished lands with colder climates, people in this world would grind the nut in mills, stretch it thin, and bake it or steam it like bread. Okay, let's load. Once Kuan finally releases me, I return to the inn where a commotion seems to be brewing. What's with this crowd? Doesn't seem like they're from around here. They look like they've been on the road for a while. Most of them are well armed, too. Adventurers. So explain again. He switched the gears? Right, you only need to use one of them at a time, but the machinery is in working order now. I work my way through a crowd of newcomers to find Kuan at the innkeeper's desk. She left me behind to suffer her little punishment and seems to have struck up a conversation in the meantime. I'm not too sure I understand, but I guess as long as the mill's working properly. Everyone will be glad to hear we don't have to hand the mill over hand mill everything anymore. Thank you. That mill was a gift to us from the great Mikado himself, you see. It would have been heartbreaking if we were never able to use it again. The great Mikado. And now as for today's pay, I'll throw in a bonus for fixing up the mill, shall I? Yes, talk about payoff. I guess I'm finally getting a reward for good behavior. There's no telling what we might need the extra cash for down the line. No point refusing either. Oh please, that's not necessary. Our fix is just temporary. Save that money for a proper repairman. Wait. Oh, but that doesn't feel right. Please, take it. I insist. Really, it's fine. Isn't that right, Haku? Kuan seems to have noticed me and turns to me with a pleasant smile. Well, I don't really think... And she's gonna stare a death glare at him. See, Haku agrees. He doesn't really think a bonus is necessary. What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. That's not what I said. Is that so? Well, aren't you two just the sweetest? Alright, if you say so. No. Nani? What? It's not as much as a bonus, but at least let me make the best supper I can for you. Really? Thank you, ma'am. Your cooking is always the best.
そんなこと言われると照れちゃうじゃないさ。そんなに期待されちゃ張り切るしかないね。
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. I just hope my best lives up to your expectations.
しかもまた満腹地獄とな。
And of course, she's gonna eat a hellish amount of food again.
よ、少し遅くなっちまって悪かった。
Sorry to keep you waiting. As we continue speaking with the innkeeper, a man suddenly appears and interrupts.
あの男、確か外の連中にいろいろと指示していた男か。
Ah, him. He looked to be the one in charge of the group outside, as far as I could tell.
連絡が言ってたとは思うが、部屋を人数分用意しといてくれたかい？ 2、3日だと思うが、2が届くまでしばらく厄介になるぜ。
I sent a message ahead, but I just wanted to make sure you've got rooms for us all.
伺ってます。遠路はるばるようこそ。お待ちしておりました。
Ah, yes. I've been expecting your group. You've come from far away, haven't you?
うちの連中はよく飲み食いするからよ。特に酒飲みばかりだから。大は気にせず遠慮なくじゃんじゃん持ってきてくんな。
We'll be here for a few days. My men will need food and drink, especially drink. We'll pay, of course. Even at a glance, I can tell this guy has some serious muscles. A pretty impressive beard, too, but he looks young underneath it all. Feels like the rough and brazen type. He doesn't seem to give much thought to his appearance.
もしかしてあんちゃんたちもここの客かい？
Ah, I'm guessing you two are guests here, too.
そういうことかな。よろしくお願いね。
Ah, that's correct. Nice to meet you, sir.
こっちこそよろしく頼むぜ。
Ah,
騒がしくなって悪いとは思うが、勘弁してやってくんな。
Same. Sorry if things get, a little rowdy out here while we're here. The stranger smiles and nods apologetically. He seems like an honest, friendly sort, actually.
それじゃあこれを。
Ah, here you are. The innkeeper hands him a stack of wooden room keys.
お、確かに預かったぜ。
Ah, that looks to be all of them. Thanks, ma'am.
ウコン殿、荷ほどきが終わったでおじゃるよ。
Master Ukon, it pleaseth my heart to report my belongings laid duly unpacked and await porters. Another man enters the inn. I can't help but stifle a laugh, and I don't think anyone else here will blame me for it. Not after catching a look at this guy. His lanky figure, his ridiculously flashy robe, those are both fine. The makeup, I can't get over.
お、ご苦労さん。
Ah, well done.
それにしても疲れたでおじゃる。早く横になって休みたいでおじゃるよ。
I am very tired. Not more now do I desire than to nap ere long in restful repose.
おじゃる？
Not. Somehow I managed to keep myself from laughing in his ludicrous painted face.
腹が痛い。なんだその風貌にぴったりの言葉遣いは。あの白塗りといい、どこのお公家様だ。
God, I've never seen someone whose voice matches his face so well. I can't breathe.
名前もきっとマロに違いない。
I'm calling it now. His name is gonna be something stupidly old-fashioned like Moreau.
なあ、マロロ。最近ますます体力がなくなってきたんじゃねえのかい？
Ah, really, Maroro? Seems like you get tired quicker and quicker these days.
マロっぽいと思ったら、本当にマロ。
Maroro. His name is actually Maroro. Oh my god.
机にばっかしがみついてないで。もうちょっと体を鍛えたらどうで？
Get some exercise every now and then, huh? Stop sitting behind your damn desk all day.
そうは言われても、やることが多すぎて体を鍛える余裕などなかなかないでおじゃ。お、これはなんと美しい。
Prithee, time runneth, but finite, and my tasks are legion. But soft, I behold a muse. Maruro's face brightens as he notices Kuon. What?
まるで花開く前のあふれんばかりのつぼみ。大輪と花開いた折にはきっと誰もが目を留める美しき女子となるに違いないでおじゃる。
Fair thy visage doth seem, a bud on spring's cusp. Would that all could witness its blooming ere the day arriveth.
ほほう、おめえが女に見惚れるなんざ珍しいじゃねえか。
It ain't too often you get worked up over a girl, Maruro.
いやいや、美しいものは美しい。このように美しい御人、デートでもめったにお目にかかれぬでおじゃるよ。
Hast thee no eyes to see, my friend? Rare even amidst the imperial capital's myriad beauties are such visions of radiance.
これってもしかして口説かれてるのかな。
Is this some kind of stunt to win my heart?
むひょ、違うでおじゃるよ。思わず口走ってしまっただけで他意はないのでおじゃる。
Alack, sweet lady, prithee, I meant no such advance. Thy beauty has simply captivated me.
その、なんというか、突然失礼したでおじゃるよ。マロはマロロというものでおじゃる。
That is to say, pray ease thy suspicions and grant me thy pardon. Maruro thou mayest call me.
見たところ、貴公たちもここの客人でおじゃるな。
If mine eyes do deceive me, not as dear Master Ukon's do him, thou'rt are a fellow guest in this place of hospitality?
少々荒くれ者揃いでうるさくなってしまうでおじゃるが、なるべく迷惑をかけぬようにするので、多めに見てほしいでおじゃるよ。
On our company's behalf, I beg thee, forgive our unruliness anon. We seek benign revels only.
よほどのことがない限り構わないかな。男たちの景気づけに水を差すほど無粋じゃないつもりだよ。
That's fine, really. I wouldn't be so rude as to put a stop to a good time.
おう、そう言ってくれるとありがてえ。
Is that so? Glad to hear it.
なーに、おかみや他の客人には迷惑かけねえ。若い奴らにはハメ外しすぎねえように言っておくから安心してくんね。
We aren't here to cause trouble. You'll barely notice we're here at all.
じゃ、もう一働きしてくっか。おかみ、酒と料理のことは頼んだぜ。
We ought to get back to unpacking the carts, though. No better way to work up a thirst, eh?
では、失礼するでおじゃる。
I beg your leave, sir and lady. With that, the two of them headed outside.
よし、てめえら、さっさと荷ほどき済ませて飯すっぞ。
All right, you layabouts. Back to unloading. Then we feast. Yes, sir. Ukon's men respond to his rallying cry in unison.
それから、いいかてめえら。片木の衆には絶対に迷惑をかけるな。わかったか?
And don't go causing trouble for people around here. You louts got that? Yes, sir.
なかなかに威勢のいい連中みたいだな。
Sounds like a spirited bunch. I turn to Kuon, but she's fallen silent, eyes lingering on the doorway.
なんだか面白そうな人たちだね。どこの誰なのだかちょっと気になるかな。
Yeah, they do seem interesting. I'm curious as to where they're from, I think.
まあ確かに、あんなマロが現れたら気にせずにいろという方が無理ってもんだな。
A guy who dresses like a clown and talks like he's from an old play? That would make anyone wonder.
確かに、あの身なりといい、ただものじゃなかった。
Definitely, the way he talks and carries himself, he's no ordinary person, is he?
化粧といい、言葉遣いといい、しゃもじといい、ツッコミどころ満載だ。
The makeup, the voice, the shamoji he's carrying, I don't even know where to start with him.
そっか、ハクにも分かったんだ。ちょっと見直したかな。
You noticed too, huh? I'm actually a little impressed,
いや
Haku.
誰でもわかるだろう、あれは。
What are you talking about? Who wouldn't notice
故
that?
郷を離れて遠くまで来たけど、まさかこんなところにあんないい男がいるなんて。これだから旅はやめられないな。
This is exactly why I love to travel. I never would have expected to meet someone like that on the road.
いい男ってもしかしてあんなのが好みなのか？
So you're, into guys like that?
なろってしたのが。
Seriously, guys who look like that?
そういう意味じゃないよ。好みかと聞かれたら、好みの部類に入るかもしれないけど。
I didn't mean it that way, but, I suppose I like men more like him, yes.
そうか。
I see.
まさか本当にあんなのが好みだったとは。
I don't believe it. She really goes in for guys like
いや、
that?
趣味なんてのは人それぞれだ。それをとやかく言うのは良くないな。
To each their own, I guess. Hardly my place to judge her for her
嘘
taste.
だ。あんなのが好みというなら。よし。ここは一つゴマを吸っておくか。
But maybe I can use this to get on her good side.
そうでおじゃるか。クオンはああいった感じがいいでおじゃるか。なるほどでおじゃるよ。
I see. Thou preferest thy menfolk to talk liketh this eth? Prithee, verily.
なんでそんな口調なのかな？
Why exactly are you talking like that,
いや
Haku?
こういった感じにした方がクオンが喜ぶと思ったでおじゃる。
Methought thou enjoyest men who speaketh so.
どうしたでおじゃる？
What ails thee? Kuan gives me a cold smile. My heart drops into my stomach, and I try to make an escape, but her tail catches me like a lasso.
じゃ、なぜマーク
Wait, why? Ugh. That noise. Tail whipped again.
おめえ、杯がちっとも減ってねえじゃねえの。
そら、もっと飲め飲め。
You've barely touched your cup. Come on, drink.
おい、こっちのが空になっちまった。もう3本ほど持ってきてくんな。
Boy, we're all out over here. Could you get us 3 more bottles? The inn's tavern, like the dining hall, is a lot livelier than it was yesterday.
賑やかな連中だな。
They're quite a spirited bunch, huh?
そうだね。でもこんな雰囲気も嫌いじゃないかな。
So done. So it seems. I can't say I mind the atmosphere, though. Kuan pours herself a cup of sake, looking faintly nostalgic? It's hard to tell.
ねえハク、都に行ってみようかなって思うんだけど、どうかな？
So Haku, I've been thinking about moving on from here to the Imperial Capital. What do you think?
都？
The Imperial Capital?
ここでの暮らしは仕事に狩りに何をするにも体力を使うから、貧弱なハクにとって致命的なくらい住みにくいと思うんだ。
Mm-hmm. The only jobs we're likely to find for you here are all manual labor, which you really aren't fit for.
多分ハクはここで生きていくことはできないかな。
Suffice it to say, I don't think someone as weak as you will survive out here for very long. I take offense to that.
だけど見てて分かったんだけど、ハクは力仕事がダメでもそれを補う知恵があると思うんだ。
You're a lost cause in brawn, but I think you have the brains to make up for it.
きっと都に行けばそれを活かせる仕事が見つかるんじゃないかな。
The Imperial Capital would be the best place to find work for someone with your skills.
もしかして自分のためにわざわざか？
Are you really doing this all just for my sake?
あまり気にしないで。私もそろそろ都に向かおうかなって思ってたところだから。
Don't worry about it. I was planning on making for the capital sooner or later anyway.
そっか、ならいいが。にしても都なんてあったんだな。
If you say so, I didn't even know this place had a capital.
ここはヤマトと呼ばれる無数の国からなる大国なんだ。
Well,
大
Yamato...
なり小なり違いはあるけど、都くらいいくつもあるよ。
Well, Yamato's made up of a lot of provinces, so there are actually quite a few capitals.
と言ってもハクはこんな山奥の小さな集落しか知らないみたいだから仕方ないのかな。
I'm not surprised it's hard for you to picture, since all you've seen is this one little village.
ヤマトなんか聞いたことのあるような名だな。
Yamato, eh? I can't put my finger on it, but that name does sound familiar.
それでね、どうせ都に行くのならせっかくだからデートに行ってみようと思うんだ。
At any rate, my point is this. If we go to a proper city, it might as well be the big one. The Imperial Capital.
この大和に君臨する帝の増しますデート。話によると壮大できらびやかなところらしいけど。
It's the seat of power for the Mikado, Yamato's divine ruler. It's really...
ほほう、おめえさんたちテートへ行く気なのかい？
Hey, what's this? You kids planning on heading for the capital? One of the men at the table turns suddenly to address
こ
us.
の男さっきの
It's the guy from earlier.
おっと、話しているところを悪いね。
Sorry to interrupt.
別に盗み聞きしてたわけじゃねえんだが、テートへ向かうって話が聞こえたんで、そこから来たもんとしてつい反応しちまってな。
I couldn't help but overhear you two talking about my old stomping grounds.
デートから？
You're from the Imperial Capital?
おうよ、ちょいとばかり野暮用でな。
Yeah, I'm out on a little errand right now, though.
おっと、まだ名乗っていなかったな。俺はこいつらの番を張らしてもらってるウコンってもんだ。
But hey, I haven't even introduced myself yet. I'm Ukon, leader of this company.
私はクオン。彼はハクかな？
My name is Kuon. This is... I suppose you can call him Haku.
ハクだ。クオンと共にしている。
Haku, we've been traveling for quite a bit. Kuon prompts me, and I keep my introduction very simple.
クオンに吐くな。ここで会ったのも何かの縁。よろしく頼むぜ。
Kuon and Haku, eh? Must be fate that we're all in this inn together. Pleased to meet you.
こちらこそかな？
What? Likewise.
ウコン殿、さっきから誰と話し込んでいるでおじゃるか？
Uh-oh.
よほ、こりゃさっきの麗しの乙女ではおじゃらんか。
He drank too much sake. Rush to God, to whom dost thou speakest? Oh ho ho, 'tis my lady once again.
もう酔っ払ってやがるな。酒の席だ。酔うのは構わねえが、迷惑はかけるもんじゃねえぜ。
Drunk already, Maruro? I don't mind you getting sauce, but keep your nose out of trouble, eh?
何を言うでおじゃる。マロはこの通り。酔ってにゃいでおじゃるよ。
Prithee, Master Ukon, but I'm the picture of stoned sobriety.
やれやれ、それのどこが酔っ払ってないってんだが。相変わらず酒に弱えな。
Sorry, Maruro, but you're not fooling anyone. You're as much of a lightweight as ever.
麗しの乙女よ。マロはマロロというものでおじゃる。これでも帝より拝命した学士でおじゃるよ。
Mine is so keen a mind, the Mikado himself. Dost recognize its luminous. A scholar am I, lest shall forget. Let's try to translate this. Mine is so keen a mind, the Mikado himself does recognize its luminescence. I don't know. A scholar I am. Don't forget it. Well, that was lovely. I try to hold in my laughter as Maruto appears, but it's no use.
分かってはいるのに、なんという破壊力。
I really should be prepared by now, but I can't help it. This guy's just too damn funny.
すごい。
Amazing.
Huh?
You still impressed by this guy?
帝から直々に拝命されたということは、最難関と言われる電子に及第した殿学士様ということかな。
If the ruling structure of the Mikado appointed him, that means he passed the harrowing imperial exam. Yeah, we can access the glossary. Let's see if we can, access the glossary real quick. The Mikado. It's not in the names yet. Yamato. The country that contains the settlement Haku currently resides in. And the ruling structure is the Mikado. And they met in a snowy land. If the Mikado appointed him, that means he passed the harrowing imperial
よ
exam.
くわからんが、それはすごいことなのか？
I don't get it. He passed a test, a really hard test.
うん。何年かに一人受かるかどうかの最高諮問なの。ものすごい難題を解いたってことだから、純粋にすごいかな。
Oh, sorry guys. That test is hard enough that only one person every few years does well enough to earn the Imperial Scholar rank.
もっと褒めてくれてもいいでおじゃるよ。
Yo, thy words do warm the very cockles of my heart. Oh, go on, sweet paragon of earthly beauty.
すごいのは分かったが、そんなすごいのがなんでまたこんな偏僻なとこにいるんだ？
If his rank is so lofty and impressive, then what's he doing out here in the boonies?
人手が足りないからと友人であるウコン殿に頼まれたのでおじゃる。マロがいれば100人力でおじゃるからな。
Oh, Master Ukon himself seeketh mine each, worth 5 score, hands on swords and more.
まあ見てくれはこんなんだが強力な術師であるのは間違いねえからな。
What Maruro's trying to say is, I brought him along because he's a spell slinger, a damn good one too.
信頼されてるんだ。さすがは殿学士ってとこかな。
Ah, it seems like you've placed your confidence in him. I suppose one can expect as much from a scholar.
学士の名は伊達ではないでおじゃる。
Forsooth, such station cometh not from idle laziness. Maruro begins to laugh with pride, but ultimately hangs his head and sighs deeply.
学士でおじゃるか。マロなんて、マロなんて。
Forsooth, Maruro's not but a foul sham, a worthless fraud, even unfit to draw breath. He begins to mutter and mumble something, then takes an enormous draught from his cup.
なんだ、急に落ち込み始めた。
What? He's depressed all of a sudden.
やれやれまたかい。まあそのあたりはいろいろあるのさ。あんまり追求しないでやってくんな。
This again. Maruro has some problems. Best if we leave him alone for now. He'll come around.
それにしても、帝都からこんな辺境の奥地へ、しかも殿学士まで同伴なんて、どんなお役目？
But it is very bizarre for an Imperial scholar to accompany an armed group so far outside the walls. What exactly?
ああ、なんでもないから、今のは聞かなかったことにしてほしいな。
Never mind. Please, forget I said anything, sir.
そうかい。いやまあ 秘密にしなけりゃいけないってほどでもねえんだがな。
If you say so, but it's really not anything we've got to keep deadly secret, you know?
それよりおめえさんたち、ここらじゃ見かけねえ衣装だが、もしかして海を渡ってきたんかい？
So you two from overseas? I haven't seen clothes like that around here before.
ごめんと。ちょっと隣の方から物見湯さんの旅ってとこかな。
Yes, sir. You could say I'm a tourist. I'm just here for sightseeing, really.
ほほう。行商人には見えねえと思ったが、物見湯さんの旅た羨ましいね。
Yeah, you don't look the traveling merchant type. Tourist, eh? I wished I had time to sightsee.
しかし、いくらこの大和が安泰とはいえ、いいとこの嬢ちゃんが友と二人だけで旅とは。
Yamato's a peaceful empire, but it could be dangerous for a noble lady like yourself.
随分と無茶というか、大胆というか、思い切った真似をするもんだ。
Especially with only one bodyguard. You got some serious guts, I'll give you that, Missy.
お嬢様とか別にそんなのじゃないから。
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm no noble, sir.
もしかして隠していたのか？すまねえな。悪気はなかったんだが。
Were you keeping it a secret? I should be the one apologizing then.
どうしてそう思ったのかな。
A secret? What makes you say that?
どうしても何も。一見、そやっぽい言葉遣いと振る舞いをしているように見えるが。
Come on now. You act and talk like us common folks, sure.
仕草に気品っていうのか。育ちの良さが隠しきれてねえっていうのかね。
But anyone with eyes can tell you've got blue blood and the education to match too.
いいところのお嬢さん。下手すりゃどこかの豪族の姫君って感じがしてな。
I bet you're from some high-class family, maybe a minor princess. Am I close?
姫君とか口がうまいんだね。もしかして口説かれているのかな。
Princess? You flatter me. Or are you trying to win me over now too?
いんや、感じたことを言ったまでさ。
Of course not. I'm just thinking out loud. I do that.
褒め言葉として受け取っておくね。
Well then, I'll gladly take the compliment, sir.
つまりあなたがただの荒くれ者のまとめ役に見えないのと同じということかな。
I suppose it's a lot like how you're not just an ordinary sellsword. Am I right?
なんだこの妙な空気。
Why do I feel so uncomfortable right now? Everybody's hiding secrets. Oi. Unable to bear the uncomfortable tension between Ukon and Kuon any longer, I begin to speak up when... Ma'am, we've got a problem. Oh, battle time. The doors to the dining hall fly open, admitting a panicked-looking man. The talk in the hall dies quickly as he stumbles in, and soon it's gotten quiet as the grave.
なんだいそんなに慌てて。外からのお客さんもいるんだよ。
What are you up in such a bluster about? We've got guests here from out of town, so...
なことよりおかみさん。
That's not important right now, ma'am, please. The man runs up to the innkeeper and leans into her ear, whispering. At first, the innkeeper had been smiling patiently, but she pales as he speaks, expression
なん
hard.
だ妙に慌てた感じだな。もしかして厄介事でも起きたのか。
They both seem pretty upset. Did something go wrong? Kuon and Ukon have both gone deadly silent, fixated on the innkeeper and the newcomer.
どうすりゃいいんだい。今は薬師様が。
Oh, what should we do now? We don't have an apothecary in town right now.
おいおかみ、どうしたんで？俺でよけりゃ事情を話してみな。
Hey, miss, is something the matter? Tell me what's up and I might be able to help.
これは
A man writhes on the floor, his skin bloated and purplish in splotches, groaning in pain. Another man struggles nearby, but he doesn't seem to be in as bad a condition. Only his arm is purple.
じゃあ帰り道に突然ギギリに襲われたってわけかい。
Is that... Let's see. Oh. A small creature whose presence Haku had noticed while enjoying the steam bag. Oh, that's a spoiler. We hadn't seen him yet. We did see the Tatari. So you guys were attacked by a group of Gigiri on the trail, huh?
いつもと同じ道を通ってたはずなのに、たくさんのゲギリがいきなり。
Yeah, the same road we always take. A swarm of them just appeared.
奴は襲われてる馬を助けようとして、こんなことに。
This guy tried to save the Waptor that was being attacked, and they turned on him, and now, well...
なのに俺は何もできなくて、そればかりか。
I couldn't do anything, and more than that...
おめえさんが逃げなかったら、こいつを助けることはできなかったはず。
Hey, if you hadn't run, they wouldn't have been able to find him and bring him here in
自
time.
分を責めるんじゃねえ。生きて帰ったことを褒めてやれ。
Don't guilt yourself. If anything, praise yourself for making it back in one piece.
俺は。
なあ、クワモン。ギギリってなんだ？
Kuan, what's a Gigiri?
そうだね。肉食の虫かな。大きくていっぱい足があって、硬い殻で覆われて、ハサミのような大きな顎を持った。
A Gigiri is a carnivorous insect with a segmented body. Lots of legs, hard carapace, big scissor-like jaws.
でもあれって人に噛みつくことはあっても襲ってくるようなことはないと思ったんだけど。
But while they might bite, I've never heard of them attacking people unprovoked.
大きくていっぱい足があって硬い殻で覆われて大きな顎をした虫。
A big insect with a hard carapace and enormous jaws. Yeah.
そいつはまさか。
Could it be?
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
多分それ自分も襲われた。
I was probably also attacked by one of
ハ
those.
クが？でもギギリなんて見なかったけど。
You, but I didn't see a Gigiri when I found you.
そうか。クオンが助けに来てくれた時、すでにあれはあのスライムみたいなのに食われた後だったな。
Ah, right. When Kuan saved me, the Tatari had already absorbed it like a slime.
クオンに助けられる前、そのギギリにも襲われてたんだよ。
I was attacked by one of those Gigiri things before you came to my rescue.
危機一髪のとこで、あのタタリってやつがそいつを飲み込んでくれたから助かったんだが。
I almost bit it, but the Tatari swallowed it and saved me just in the nick of time.
もしかしてハクがタタリに飲み込まれそうになってたあの時のこと？
Are you talking about the same Tatari that was about to swallow you?
一難去ってまた一難なんて運がいいんだか悪いんだか。でもなんだか白らしい気もするかな。
That's just like you, stumbling out of the frying pan and into the fire. You're either really unlucky or just lucky.
待て、なんでそれが自分らしいんだ？
Wait, why is that just like me?
え？
なんでそこで不思議そうな顔をする？
What's with that look?
でも噛まれなかったのは幸いだったね。見ての通りギギリは毒を持ってるから。
I mean, you're lucky in that you weren't bitten. Gigiri are highly venomous.
聞けよって毒？
That's not what I... Wait, venomous?
毒なんてこいつら大丈夫なのか？
Venom? Are those guys gonna be alright?
大丈夫。それほど強い毒ではないし、辺境の男は強いもの。
Sorry, guys. They'll probably pull through. The venom isn't that potent, and Highlanders like them tend to have a solid constitution.
それに体を麻痺させる類の毒だから、それで命を落とすことはないかな。
It's only the type that paralyzes the infected host anyway, so they're not in any real mortal danger.
そうか。ならいいんだが。
That's good at least.
そう考えると、ハクは運が良かったのかも。もし噛まれてたら、体の自由が利かなくなって逃げられなくなってたから。
So yeah, you were definitely lucky. You wouldn't have been able to escape if you had been paralyzed.
いや、あんなのに噛まれたら毒以前に真っ二つだろう。こいつらよく生きてたな。
I'm pretty sure I would have been split in two before the venom could have had any effect anyway.
それにしても、手当ての途中みたいだけど、放置したままなのはどういうことかな。
Why aren't these guys being treated though? You shouldn't just leave patients like that.
命に別状はないと言っても、ここまでひどく噛まれたら辛いはずなのに。
It may not be life-threatening, but I can't imagine being bitten up like that isn't painful. Without a doubt, the swollen, purplish flesh around their wounds looks extremely painful.
ああ、一応毒は吸い出したんだが、ちょうど薬が底をついてたらしくてな。
They
今
sucked it.
おかみさんたちが調合しているところだ。
They sucked out the venom. Looks like, but their medicine ran out. The innkeeper lady's making more.
そっか。
I see.
まあ仕方ねえさ。なんでもここ最近ギギリによる被害が頻発しているらしくて、薬が追っつかねえって話だ。
It's a rotten situation. The townsfolk say the attacks are so frequent, their stock is depleted.
その材料も先日仕入れたばかりのところで、今日の騒ぎらしい。
Seems they had a stroke of good luck the other day and got ingredients for a new batch just in time.
マロロに何か知恵を借りようとも思ったんだが、酔いつぶれちまって目を覚ましゃしね。
I was gonna get advice from that big brain of Maro's, but he's gone and drunk himself out cold.
なんでだクソ。ちゃんと虫除けの子だって炊いてたってのに、なんであんなうじゃうじゃ。
Why? We even burnt insect-repelling incense and they still came swarming.
ここ最近被害が増えてるって聞いたが、そんなにひでんかい。
I heard there were more injuries from these attacks, but geez, entire swarms? Is it that bad?
ここ半年で被害が急に増えて。
They've been happening more and more for the last half a year or so.
それでも今日みたいに集団で人に襲いかかってくることはなかったってのに。
But they've never attacked in swarms like they did today.
確かにギギリが人を襲ったって話は聞かねえな。
I've never heard of Kiri attacking people at all, let alone in organized groups.
なんかの拍子に大発生して人を襲うようになったか。このまま放置しとくとやばいことになるかもしれねえな。
Maybe this is some kind of outbreak. Could be a real pain in the ass if we just leave them alone.
おいおい大丈夫か。薬はまだできねえのか。
Hey, hang in there, alright? Is that damn medicine ready yet?
クオンは薬を持ってないのか。
Can't you do anything, Kuon?
あるにはあるけど、手持ちのは汎用薬だから、それほど効果は高くないんだ。今調合しているなら、そっちの方を使った方がいいかな。
My medicines are more general purpose. If there's a specific anti-venom, it'll be much better.
それに、治療をしたとしても、すぐに痛みが引くわけじゃないから。
And treating the swelling won't dispel the pain. Not immediately, anyway.
でも、仕方ないかな。あんまり使いたくなかったけど。
But it looks like I have no choice. I didn't want to use this, but... Muttering that to herself, Kuon pulls a pair of small, round pills from her medicine pouch.
さあ、これを口に入れて、ゆっくりと溶かしてみて。
Now put this in your mouth, but don't swallow it, okay? Just let it dissolve slowly.
これは
What is...
鎮痛薬だよ。これを舐めていれば痛みが和らいでくるから。
It's an analgesic. It'll relieve your pain if you just suck on it.
ありがと
Thank you.
なんだ、そんなのがあるのなら最初から使ってやればよかったろうに。
If you had something like that up your sleeve, why didn't you bust it out earlier from the beginning?
これはあくまで非常用だもの。言っとくけど味の方は保証しないから。
It's for emergencies only, and just to warn you, it's not the greatest tasting stuff. The wounded man regards the pill with trepidation at that, but boldly throws it in his
あ
mouth.
なたも聞こえた？
Did you hear what I said? Kuan brings the second pill to the man lying down, holding it out to him. Despite his pain, he seems to be conscious of the surroundings, for he also takes the pill obediently.
うん。これで楽になるから。意識が朦朧としてくるけど、この際その方がいいよね。
There, that should help make you feel better. You'll get some dizziness, but at least it's not the pain. Tense moments pass, and after a while, the men's faces lapse into peacefulness, just as Kuan said.
表情が柔らかくなってきた。どうやらよく効く薬っぽいな。これで一安心か。
Their expressions, only just now racked with pain, have softened significantly. Effective stuff.
しゃーに
は？
Within moments of me letting out a sigh of relief, the wounded man bolts upright, grinning widely.
なんで
What the?
なんだ、何が？
What's going on? What's happening? He laughs, head swiveling wildly, then falls to the ground as if something inside him has snapped. Yikes. The man, already lying down, begins drooling from his wide, dopey smile. Then he leaps to his feet and begins to dance listlessly. Uh...
なんだこれは。普通じゃない。というか。やばい。
This isn't normal, right? This could be serious trouble.
ああ、大丈夫。ちょっとだけ強い薬だから、少し精神が高揚しているだけかな。
It's alright. The analgesic's concentration is pretty strong, so it's just affecting them a bit.
ちょっと？
This is a bit. Ukon and I share a look. Silently, we each confirm the other's thoughts. This is nowhere near a bit.
いや、少し効きすぎじゃないか？
Isn't it, maybe working a little too well?
うん。非常用だから、少しだけ効き目が強いんだ。
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's for emergencies, so its effects are pretty powerful.
本来なら、戦場で致命傷を負ったような人に使ったりするものだから。
It was originally formulated to help grievously wounded soldiers fight through the pain in battle.
ちょっと中毒性があるけど、多用しなければ大丈夫だし、痛みで苦しむよりかはいいよね。
It has some addictive qualities too, but it's okay as long as it's not used frequently. Besides...
ほら、あんなに元気になったし。
Look at them, their pain is the last thing on their minds. Kuan indicates the frantically dancing men and smiles.
そう。こいつの薬。なんか怖え。
I suppose. Kuan's medicines are scary stuff. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do for today, I think. Alright, see you tomorrow. Or the next day.